So a lot of people blame the economic crisis on one factor, which is the Fair Housing Act. The Fair Housing Act was passed by Congressman Barney Frank and others, and it was designed to provide more access to capital, more loans to people who couldn't normally qualify to receive a home. So the opponents have said, well, it's because of this, the government's fault. The government pushed these lenders to give these loans that people couldn't afford, and when they couldn't afford it, the housing bubble burst, and that caused the economic meltdown. Well, that's just simply not true. It's a tiny bit of the overall impact, but the reality is that what happened is, yeah, Congress did encourage the lenders through these regulations to give the loans, but I have yet to see any lender, and I don't think you could find a lender who says, well, I knew I shouldn't give these loans, but I had to because of the law. Have you seen any lender say that? I haven't. The reality is, the pressure wasn't coming from Congress or from a law. The pressure, overwhelmingly, was from Wall Street. Wall Street was the one pushing for this. Wall Street figured out that they could buy these mortgages in bulk and bundle them together, make derivatives out of them, make securities out of them, and leverage it 15 or even 30 times to one to what they did. So it was a way for them to get free what they thought was free leverage out of it all, and give them more access to capital, which turned out to not really be real capital. It was all smoke and mirrors. Well, that didn't have anything to do with Congress. Congress didn't tell Wall Street to go out and buy these loans, or certainly not to securitize them and leverage them 15 to 1 and 30 to 1. Congress didn't do that. There was no law that did that. It was Wall Street that did it. It was greed that did it. Wall Street went out and pressured the lenders, said to the lenders, give us more loans. Give us more loans. Go out and lend and lend and lend and lend, and we'll buy the debt, and we will consolidate these loans into packages, and we will buy those packages from you at a big profit. So the lenders were making a bunch of money. They got greedy. Wall Street was making a bunch of money. They got greedy. And blame also goes to the homeowners who were saying, gee, I can buy these homes. And you hear this nonsense at the peak of the bubble where people were thinking they could buy homes for $300,000 and sell it for $400,000 in a month and stuff like that. So they deserve some blame as well. But it was greed across the board was the factor, not Congress causing this. Congress deserves plenty of blame. There's many, many, many things that they did wrong. There's many things that they've done to contribute to this economic disaster. But the Fair Housing Act wasn't one of them. Have you ever met anybody who had a mortgage with Lehman Brothers? Have you ever met anybody who borrowed money from Lehman to buy their home? No, because Lehman Brothers didn't give home loans. Lehman Brothers didn't have anything to do with giving loans. What Lehman Brothers did is bought the debt from the lenders. And it was Lehman Brothers that went under, and you know the rest. So we should be accurate on this. There's plenty of blame to Congress, but the Fair Housing Act wasn't one of the factors in causing the economic meltdown.